Morning, that's right. The vote count is underway. It has been all night. And as you said, new information. Joe Biden has now taken the lead in Pennsylvania over President Trump by about 5,500 votes. Let's take a look at the electoral map right now. Still unchanged. Joe Biden 264, President Trump 214. The states are still too early to call. There are Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada, and Alaska. All of these races have tightened this morning. Specifically, as I just mentioned, Pennsylvania, earlier in the morning, President Trump was leading by about 18,000 votes. Now he is trailing Joe Biden by 5,594 to be exact. Biden also has overcome the president in Georgia by about 1,000 votes, and he is also still holding on to a lead in Nevada. The Trump campaign, though, is mounting lawsuits in 3 of these states. In Georgia, a judge dismissed his suit. In Pennsylvania, a court ruled campaign officials could stand within 6 feet of vote counting. President Trump spoke Thursday from the White House with continued unfounded claims Democrats are trying to steal the election through the counting process. He has given no evidence of that. State and federal officials say there's no proof of any fraud or major errors in the counting. Biden tried to keep supporters calm, asking for patience, but still confident, he says, he will win the presidency when the count is complete.
It will be hopefully cleared up, maybe soon, I hope soon, but it'll probably go through a process, a legal process, and as you know, I've claimed certain states, and he's claiming states, and we can both claim the states, but ultimately I have a feeling judges are going to have to rule.
We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners. So I ask everyone to stay calm, all the people to stay calm. The process is working. The count is being completed, and we'll know very soon.
And you are looking live right now into the Philadelphia Convention Center. That is the space where they have been counting votes in Philadelphia for the last few days. They have been going overnight to try to get these results as accurately and quickly as possible. Once again, new as of just a couple of moments ago, Joe Biden has taken the lead in Pennsylvania by about 5,500 votes. That still leaves Wayne, Stephanie, about maybe 130,000 votes or so left to be counted and tabulated in the state of Pennsylvania. But this is a major turn of events because we know the president needs Pennsylvania and Georgia to be able to get to 270. If these things continue trending towards Biden, he won't be able to get there.